fall. My name is Devin, the DIY lawn coach. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. Are you guys ready? Do you feel it? I know I feel it. I'm so ready for fall. I am so pumped. I am ready for cooler weather. The air is a little less humid and I can just feel it. I'm getting excited. Cooler weather is about to happen. Football is right around the corner. I'm super pumped. So I hope you are as well. So in this video, I want to give you guys an update, let you know where I am in the lawn, what I've been doing. We have been getting a ton of rain. Here, it's been probably 7 or 8 days of straight rain, and that's causing some problems. So I want to show you guys that, talk about what I did and what I'm doing to fix that and kind of combat that. We're turning the calendar over into August. So I want to talk to you about what we're thinking about, what we're doing, what we're getting ready for. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what are your plans for fall? Are you going to be renovating? Are you going to be putting down grass seed? And kind of what are your plans and what are you thinking? Let's get into the video. I told you guys that we've been getting a ton of rain, okay? And it is currently August, as I mentioned, and we flipped the calendar over. Now July is over and we're moving on to August. In a cool season lawn, August is extremely hard on our turf. The rain has kind of picked up. We went basically all of July essentially with no rain at all, which for me, I've got an irrigation system. So other than just paying the water bill, it's not really something that it was kind of an advantage for me, honestly, because fungus was really a non-issue. But we're kind of looking at the lawn here now, and problems are starting to creep in. And so I want to bring you guys in just a little bit closer. If you look at what's happening, the lawn is just kind of thinning out a little bit. The grass is getting a little leggy. So I told you guys that something I deal with every year is fungus. Even though I put down a fungicide, it's still, when you're getting 2-3 inches of rain every day for 7-8 days straight, guys, fungicides, I mean, they only do so much, all right? And so you can see just a little bit of damage here. This is probably from the mower deck coming through, but So I told you guys what I did earlier in the year was I dropped the mower deck. Typically I recommend mowing your grass, tall fescue, mowing it at least 4.5 inches. And so I wanted to try something a little bit different this year. I reduced the mowing height down to 3.5 inches. To see what that does as far as fungus. This is just what happens when you get several days of rain, okay? It doesn't, this will thicken back up over time, but it looks ugly. It looks brown. It's kind of dingy. The ground is just absolutely soaked. The rest of the lawn's doing great, other than I told you guys at the beginning of the year, some of these spots when it, gets hot and humid like this. Normally I put down azoxystrobin and propiconazole at the low rate. So what I did is I actually upped the rate. I went with the high rate. When we started getting all that rain, when I saw the forecast this was going to happen, I upped the rate. So I went with the max rate. So for propiconazole, that was 2 ounces per 1,000. And for azoxystrobin, I went to 0.77 ounces per 1,000. And then I also upped my frequency. So normally it's 21 to 28 days. I started doing it every 14 to 21 days. And that just helps. Again, when fungus pressure gets that high, again, there's not much you can do in the way of fungus. You just kind of, it is what it is. And, we're dealing with it. But something else I did too is because, you can see how thick this turf is, which is awesome. It's great to have it this thick, but it just holds water. And so I reduced the mowing height down to 3 inches to try to get this ground to dry out a little bit. Overall, looking great. Lawn striping really hard. Things are gonna heat up here in the next couple of days. Today's mid-80s, tomorrow's almost 90. And then by the end of the week, we're gonna be back up into the upper 90s. So this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say lower your expectations. After all, it's August. It's been an incredibly hard year on probably one of the worst seasons for fescue in a very long time. I don't know that I've been through a drought like that, and then now all this rain. And guys, that's about as bad as it gets. So for me to look at this turf and see, how it doesn't look that great, I mean, you gotta temper your expectations. And when things start cooling off, the grass will bounce back incredibly fast, because we'll start pumping some fertilizer and things in it. Try not to worry too much about it. Just understand that it is what it is, and we're doing the best we can. So where are we at in the lawn calendar? As I mentioned, we just turned over to August. And again, as I mentioned in the open, I'm super pumped about fall. I've already ordered my grass seed. I've already got my fertilizer that I need. If you don't remember, in my earlier video, we're gonna be doing a renovation project. In the back, we're gonna be getting rid of some fine fescue. And then out here in the front, again, if you remember, we were dealing with some heat stress and drought stress issues due to compaction. And we're gonna fix that by plugging and overseeding. So if you wanna follow along and see how that goes, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when I post these videos in the next coming months. Things are about to get really busy around here. There's gonna be a lot of good content, a lot of great information that you need to know for your own project, and advice and things like that. Now we're into August, and I always like to compare the lawn season as to a football game. And so we are now currently in the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, we're in the last 5 minutes of a football game, and this is where games are won and lost, right here, right now. In August, when we're almost to the finish line, and we don't want to let down our guard. As I mentioned, we've been getting tons of rain. I don't want to lose my lawn. I've worked so hard to keep this lawn beautiful and green all year long. Here I am at the finish line. I got 5 minutes left to go in the game. I don't want to throw that crucial interception. I don't want to have that crucial turnover that's going to cause me to lose the game. I'm going to keep diligent with my fungicides. I'm going to make sure I keep up with my mowing. But just like in football, I've got a game next weekend. I've got to start thinking about, my fall renovation project. And so I'm going to start getting ready for that. So that is why I'm buying my grass seed. I'm going ahead and get my fertilizer, my things ready, because before you know it, fall is going to be here, and you got to be prepared. So I ask you guys to leave me a comment down below and let me know what your plans are for the fall. So if you don't have a plan, I'll basically tell you, you have 3 options. Option number 1 is just to keep going like things are normal. Add down your fertilizer, just keep mowing, keep on a normal program. And this would be an option for you if you didn't have any weeds that you needed to get rid of, you didn't have any lawn corrections or anything like that. If your lawn survived and you're looking great and you don't have to repair any damage, you're not adding any grass seed. Maybe your lawn's a little thin just coming out of summer, just natural, because that's what happens to a cool season lawn. You're just going to push fertilizer every 30 days, probably give it a pound all the way through the rest of the year until it quits growing. Now, I'm sure most of you are probably not in that boat. Most of you are going to be in option 2 or option 3. So option 2 is, think about it like this. You can either play offense or you can play defense. Pushing fertilizer to thicken up what you have is playing offense. Or you can play defense, and that's where option 2 comes in. Last year, I played defense. I decided that I was going to attack some Poa annua that I was dealing with from years past. And so I put down a pre-emergent. Because I put down a pre-emergent as a defense, I knew that I couldn't put down any grass seed. My goal was to play defense so that now I can switch over and play offense, which is what I'm going to do this year, which leads me into option 3, which is a aeration and overseed or a renovation project. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do both. So option 3, aerate and overseed. We're going to thicken up our turf by poking a bunch of holes in there. We're going to throw down a bunch of grass seed, and we're going to thicken up our turf. Also with the renovation project, we're going to completely erase that fine fescue. We're going to then add more grass seed, and we're going to blend it in. We're going to play some offense this year, and so I'm super pumped about that. So that just about does it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick one for you guys, show you what I'm dealing with. I know a lot of you in the country are kind of dealing with the same thing. That rain got turned on, and if you didn't have fungicides, you kind of got caught off guard. So keep up your guard. Don't let it down. We're almost there. Fall is almost here. Get your plan together, because it's go time. My name is Devin, the DIY Lawn Coach. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I can't wait to see you in the lawn. Peace.